Here's the lake.
If you really want to get away from it all,
Well, this is a little lake I found hidden back in the woods that not too many people get to fish.
what matters is how you get there, away from it all.
It's kayaks or canoes only back here.
Well, should we start down this shore then, or?
If fishing is your game, leaving the crowds behind has its advantages.
Hey, and start casting up by those pads, you'll catch some.
And sure enough,
Got one. Woo! Well, my favorite thing about the lake like this is, you know, you're generally the only one out here. I fish a lot of little ponds in the woods like this, and peace and solitude, basically.
there's one more thing you're seeing more and more of these days: kayaks, the other canoe.
Oh, it's great. It's compared to being in a big 16-foot aluminum boat or a larger boat. It's such a more intimate feeling. Your boat turns with the size fish, and the splash is right next to you, and you know it's a much more intense, great way of fishing.
There we go. This is a little guy. It's a start.
Jack Olson is so enamored with kayaks, he started building his own, the Crow Wing Kayak.
I've been kayaking for years, and a lot of the kayaks are designed for ocean or whitewater, and nothing's really geared for fishing in the little lakes and rivers of Minnesota and the Midwest.
To me, it's exciting, and it's just great being outdoors and in nature. And then fishing, there's nothing like it.
The fledgling company builds the kayaks in a refurbished train depot in Brainerd, Minnesota.
Okay, well here we have 42 pounds of polyethylene. That's the charge weight we use for each kayak. It's just a 35 meshed polyethylene that gets poured into the mold and then heated up until it becomes almost a liquid. Then it cools down into a solid, and then we pull the boat out and start the whole process over again. Now that you can see the oven's opening up right now, that heats up at about 600 degrees. And then once it's done heating, the lid will open and the kayak swings out, and then it continues to cool.
A few finishing touches later, a new kayak is hatched, complete with its new historical name.
Here's some finished boats that we're waiting for customers to pick up.
Sooner or later, of course, fishing kayaks are destined to show up in out-of-the-way places where the fish always bite, right?
It's a big one. Looks like we got to move to the other side of the lake.
Canoe, boat, or even kayak. Some days the fish don't bite, but the weeds do. I'm Ron Schera, Minnesota Bound.